Are your white trousers secretly aging you without you even realizing it? These common styling mistakes could be making you look older and less refined, and you might not even notice them. But don't worry, today I'm going to show you exactly what to avoid and what to wear instead to look effortlessly elegant and confident in white trousers over 50. Chapter 1. Forget shiny fabrics that show everything. Let's start with fabric choice. One of the biggest mistakes I see with white trousers is choosing a shiny synthetic material that ends up highlighting every little bump and curve. You know what I mean? The kind of fabric that looks great on the hanger, but as soon as you put it on, it's clinging to your legs and reflecting the light in all the wrong places. It doesn't matter if you're a size 4 or a size 14, shiny fabrics are just not flattering on anyone. They create glare and draw attention to the places we'd rather not emphasize, especially around the tummy and thighs. Instead, what you want to do is look for matte fabrics with a bit of structure. Fabrics like crisp cotton twill, brushed twill, or even a softly textured linen blend are your best friends here. They have enough weight to them to smooth out your shape and give you that elegant, streamlined look. One of my absolute go-tos right now is the Ries women's white wide leg trousers. It's got that perfect balance of structure and breathability. Plus, it's a linen blend, so it feels cool and fresh for summer, but still sophisticated enough for a dinner date or even the office. I've worn these trousers with everything from a simple tee and loafers for daytime to a silk blouse and kitten heels for an evening out, and they never fail to make me feel put together. Another key detail I always look for is a slight texture or weave in the fabric. This can really help to add depth and richness to the look. Smooth, flat white trousers can sometimes look almost clinical or too stark, especially if you're pairing them with neutral tops. But a bit of texture, a subtle basket weave or a faint crosshatch adds just enough interest to make the outfit feel more luxurious. It's one of those small details that people might not consciously notice, but it makes you look and feel so much more elevated. If you're shopping for white trousers, take a moment to actually touch the fabric. Run your fingers over it and see if it feels substantial and has a bit of body. You want it to drape nicely over your hips without clinging or bunching. This is such an easy test, but it can save you from buying something that looks cheap or doesn't hold its shape well. I also recommend paying attention to the lining. Some white trousers come with a built-in lining that can help with opacity and structure, especially around the upper thigh and hip area. It's a small detail, but it can make a world of difference in how confident you feel wearing them. Because let's be honest, the last thing any of us want is to be constantly tugging at our trousers or worrying about what's showing through. So remember, skip the shiny synthetic fabrics and opt for a matte structured material that has just enough weight to smooth and flatter. It's one of the simplest ways to make white trousers feel elegant and age appropriate, no matter your body shape. Chapter 2. Don't wear white trousers with stiff boxy jackets. Another mistake I see all the time is pairing white trousers with a stiff boxy jacket or blazer. And let me tell you, I understand why women reach for these jackets. They feel polished and professional. And there's this idea they'll balance out the softness of white trousers. But in reality, these boxy jackets can create a harsh, almost masculine line that doesn't do any favours for your figure. The problem with boxy jackets is that they often sit squarely on the shoulders and fall straight down, completely ignoring the natural shape of your body. When you're wearing white trousers, which are already a light colour and can visually expand the lower half of your body, a boxy jacket can make you look top-heavy and blocky. It's not the sophisticated look we're going for. Instead, what I love to do is pair white trousers with a softly tailored jacket that has some movement and flow. Think of a blazer that's slightly relaxed in the shoulders, maybe with a bit of stretch or an unstructured design, or even a long line cardigan that has beautiful drape and fluidity. These kinds of jackets skim your shape instead of fighting against it, creating that harmonious, elegant line we all want. One of my absolute go-tos right now is the Ries women's white wide leg trousers. It's got that perfect balance of structure and breathability, plus it's a linen blend, so it feels cool and fresh for summer, but still sophisticated enough for a dinner date or even the office. I've worn these trousers with everything from a simple tee and loafers for daytime to a silk blouse and kitten heels for an evening out, and they never fail to make me feel put together. If blazers aren't your thing, a soft duster jacket or a lightweight trench can also be a stunning pairing with white trousers. These pieces add a little bit of drama and movement to the outfit, while still keeping you covered and feeling secure. And they're perfect for that transitional weather, those cool mornings and warm afternoons where you want something that's both practical and elegant. The key here is to avoid anything too stiff or boxy. You want your jacket or outer layer to complement the softness of the white trousers, not fight against it. A gentle shoulder, a fluid lapel, and maybe even a belt to cinch in the waist. These are the kinds of details that make white trousers feel like a true statement of elegance, rather than something you're just throwing on without a second thought. Chapter 3. Avoid pairing white trousers with bright, high-contrast colours. Now let's talk about colour, because this is a detail that so many women overlook when they're styling white trousers. I see it all the time. Bright, high-contrast tops in neon pink or electric blue, worn with pristine white trousers. And I get it, these colours can feel fun and youthful. But here's the thing, when you're over 50, pairing stark white trousers with a really bright, intense colour can actually work against you. Why? Because bright, high-contrast colours can draw attention to areas you might not want to highlight. They create these harsh lines that visually chop up your outfit, making it look busy and unbalanced. And honestly, they can even make the white trousers themselves look cheaper, because the eye is constantly bouncing between the bright colour and the clean white base. Instead, I always suggest leaning into a softer, more muted colour palette that enhances the quiet elegance of white trousers. Think soft pastels like pale sage or dusty rose, or even gentle earth tones like warm taupe or oatmeal beige. These colours create a tonal harmony that feels sophisticated and expensive, like you've put real thought into your outfit. One of my favourite tops to pair with white trousers right now is a beautiful blouse in a soft sage green. This colour has just enough depth to feel modern and fresh, but it doesn't overpower the clean, elegant lines of the white trousers. Another stunning option is a lightweight cashmere sweater in a creamy beige or warm ivory. These colours blend seamlessly with the white, creating a refined tonal look that always feels luxurious. If you're worried about looking washed out in these softer colours, you can always add a touch of colour with your accessories, a scarf in a muted floral print, a delicate pendant in rose gold. These small pops of colour can keep things interesting without breaking up the overall harmony of the outfit. I've linked some of my favourite blouses and tops in these soft, flattering shades in the description below, so definitely check them out if you're looking to refresh your wardrobe. Because trust me, choosing a softer, more tonal colour palette with your white trousers is one of the simplest ways to look elegant, chic, and completely age appropriate. Chapter 4. Skip super casual sneakers. Let's talk about footwear, because this is where so many women unintentionally dress down their white trousers. I see this mistake all the time, pairing elegant white trousers with super casual, overly sporty sneakers. And listen, I love a comfortable sneaker as much as anyone else, but there's a difference between chic, minimal sneakers and chunky athletic shoes that belong in the gym. When you're wearing white trousers, those chunky sneakers can drag down the whole look. They're designed for performance, not for style, and they create a jarring contrast with the crisp, polished vibe of white trousers. Instead of that streamlined, elegant feel, you're left with an outfit that feels a bit disjointed, like you're not sure if you're headed to the gym or brunch. So what should you wear instead? Swap out the sporty sneaker for a sleek, minimal sneaker in a soft leather or suede. These kinds of sneakers have a refined, pared back feel that pairs beautifully with white trousers. They keep things casual, but in a grown-up, polished way. One of my favourites right now is the Common Project's Women's Original Achilles leather low top sneakers. It's clean, timeless, and goes with absolutely everything. If you're looking for something more budget friendly, check out the KOIO Capri sneaker. It has that same minimal, classic vibe at a fraction of the price. Another great alternative is a pair of slip-on loafers or minimal ballet flats. These give you that same easy, comfortable feel without sacrificing elegance. I personally love a sleek, pointed toe loafer in a nude or soft metallic shade. It instantly elongates the leg and gives you that put-together, sophisticated feel. I find that these small tweaks can completely transform your outfit, taking it from weekend errands to polished casual in seconds. One detail I always pay attention to is the colour of the shoe. With white trousers, a white or cream shoe creates a clean tonal line that's so flattering, especially if you're petite or have shorter legs. But if you want to add a bit of contrast, a soft blush or light tan can work beautifully. It adds a subtle break without feeling too harsh or heavy. It's amazing how much of a difference the right shoe can make. I always say, when you're wearing white trousers, think of your footwear as the finishing touch, the cherry on top of a beautiful, balanced look. The wrong shoe can throw everything off, but the right one can elevate your entire outfit and make you feel so confident and elegant. Chapter 5. Don't layer on too much jewellery. Now, let's talk about accessories. White trousers are such a clean, fresh canvas, and it's tempting to load up on jewellery to make the outfit feel more done. But here's the thing, when you layer on too many statement pieces, it can overwhelm the look and actually detract from that effortless elegance you're going for. I see this happen all the time. Multiple chunky necklaces, oversized earrings, and big bangles all competing for attention. And instead of adding sophistication, it creates visual clutter. Especially when you're over 50, I find that too much jewellery can look dated or even costume-like rather than chic. So what's the solution? Keep it simple and intentional. Choose one or two delicate pieces that complement the softness of your white trousers rather than fighting against it. A fine gold chain with a small pendant, a pair of classic pearl studs, or a slim, elegant bracelet can add just the right amount of sparkle without overpowering the outfit. One piece I wear constantly is a delicate gold bar necklace. It's so subtle, but it catches the light in the most beautiful way. Another favourite is a slim gold bangle from Medjugorje that goes with everything. These pieces add a hint of shine and polish, but they don't distract from the overall clean, refined feel of the outfit. If you're someone who loves a statement piece, I always suggest choosing just one focal point. Maybe a pair of beautiful drop earrings in a neutral tone, or a statement ring in a muted metallic. Let that one piece shine and keep the rest of your accessories pared down and elegant. It's all about creating balance and letting your white trousers take centre stage. One final note here. Don't forget about your handbag. A structured, elegant bag in a soft, neutral tone can tie the whole look together. I'm currently loving the Polène Numero 1 Nano in textured cream leather. It's small, minimal, and has that quiet luxury feel that complements white trousers perfectly. But any refined, structured bag will do the trick. Just avoid anything too slouchy or covered in hardware, as that can weigh down the light, airy feel of the trousers. Remember, accessories should enhance your outfit, not compete with it. When in doubt, take one piece off before you leave the house. It's a trick that never fails to create that elegant, understated look we're going for. Chapter 6. Avoid oversized white trousers that swallow your shape. This next point is so important, especially for those of us who want to feel confident and elegant in white trousers. I've noticed a lot of women over 50 think that the looser the fit, the better. They go for big, billowy white trousers thinking they'll hide everything they want to downplay. But here's the catch. Oversized, shapeless trousers can actually do the opposite. When white trousers are too baggy, they can swamp your frame and create a bulky, unbalanced silhouette. They make it look like you're wearing someone else's clothes instead of something that was made for you. And rather than feeling elegant, you end up feeling frumpy and lost in fabric. Instead, what you want to look for is a tailored, softly structured fit. This doesn't mean your trousers have to be skin tight or restrictive. It's about finding that sweet spot where the fabric skims your shape without clinging or billowing. A gentle taper at the ankle, a slight flare that balances out the hips, or a straight leg that flows smoothly from the waist down. These are the cuts that create that long, lean line we all love. One pair I swear by is the Philip Lim tapered banana pant. It's relaxed enough to be comfortable, but it has that beautiful drape that makes you feel instantly more put together. I love the high-rise waist too. It sits at the smallest part of the waist and really helps to create definition, even if you're a bit fuller around the middle. Another tip is to pay attention to the length of the trousers. Hemming your white trousers to the perfect length, whether it's a full length style that almost grazes the top of your foot or an ankle length cut that shows just a hint of skin, can make all the difference. Too long and they'll pool around your ankles in a way that looks sloppy. Too short and they can cut off the leg and make you look shorter than you are. If you're petite, a slight crop that hits right at the ankle bone is perfect for creating the illusion of longer legs. If you're taller, a longer floor grazing hem can be so chic and elongating. It's all about proportion and making sure the trousers work with your body, not against it. One last detail. Don't be afraid to tailor your trousers. Even a small tweak, like taking in the waist a bit or shortening the hem, can completely transform how white trousers look and feel on your body. It's such a small investment, but it makes a huge difference in how confident you'll feel wearing them. Chapter 7. Ditch heavy, chunky knits with white trousers. Let's talk about something that's so easy to overlook: pairing white trousers with the wrong type of knitwear. I know it can be tempting to reach for a cozy, chunky sweater when the temperatures dip. We all want that extra warmth and comfort. But here's the thing: heavy, bulky knits can completely overwhelm the light, crisp feel of white trousers, especially for us women over 50 who want to maintain an elegant silhouette. When you throw on a thick cable knit or an oversized turtleneck, it creates a visual heaviness on your top half that can make your outfit feel bottom heavy or unbalanced. And with white trousers already having that bright, clean vibe, adding a chunky sweater can make the entire outfit look weighed down and frumpy rather than refined and sophisticated. Instead, I always recommend going for a fine gauge knit or a lightweight cashmere blend. These materials still give you that cozy, soft feel we all love in knitwear, but without the bulk. Think of it as a second skin that moves with you and gently hugs your shape rather than drowning it. One of my absolute go-to is the J. Crew brushed cashmere sweater shell. It's such a beautiful piece, lightweight enough to layer but still warm and soft. I love how it just skims the body without clinging or adding bulk, and it pairs perfectly with white trousers to create that elegant tonal look. Another great option is a fine merino wool knit. Merino wool has this lovely natural stretch that's both flattering and comfortable. It's breathable so you don't overheat, and it has that subtle sheen that always looks refined. The key here is to find knits that feel soft and have a little drape. Anything that's stiff or heavy will just fight against the effortless vibe we're going for. When it comes to colour, I like to stay in the same tonal family as the trousers. A creamy ivory sweater with white trousers creates that beautiful monochromatic look that's so fresh and modern. Or if you're in the mood for a little contrast, go for soft taupe or a muted grey. It adds depth without overpowering the white base. And here's a styling tip I swear by. If you're wearing a sweater with white trousers, consider doing a small French tuck, just tucking in the front edge of the sweater slightly. It helps define your waist and keeps the outfit from looking too boxy. Plus, it adds a touch of intentionality that says, I've thought about this look, even if you're just running out for coffee or errands. Lastly, don't be afraid to accessorize with delicate jewellery or a structured bag. This helps balance out the softness of the knit and the clean lines of the white trousers. I love a small pendant necklace or a slim gold bracelet to add just a touch of shine. It's these small details that bring the whole outfit together and make it feel polished and put together. So remember, white trousers and fine knits are a match made in heaven. Keep the knits lightweight and elegant, and you'll have a look that's cozy, chic, and effortlessly age appropriate. The pieces I've shared today are linked in the description below. Trust me, they're worth the investment. They're beautifully made, timeless, and will last you for years. If you're serious about elevating your wardrobe, these are the kind of pieces that truly make a difference. And if you're looking for more elegant style tips for women over 50, don't forget to check out my website. I've got so much more to share there. Plus, if you love handbags as much as I do, I also have a handbag channel that's filled with classic polished pics you're going to adore. See you there.